comes easy.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted on for big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast pace, speed of the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Murray in at the one. Aldridge, no luck. Portis with it. Passes it to Parker. Portis sets the pick for Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez a screen. Dunn passes to Lopez. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lopez has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Bulls. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gay. It's good.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Well, despite finishing with only 27 wins last season, the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the NBA.
Yeah, they were first in field goal attempts, but only 23rd in makes. That's why they were last in field goal percentage. But this is what you get with so many young shooters.
DeRozan's shot is off.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
Portis. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Murray. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Dunn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
The closer Dunn is to the basket, the more effective he is. Quality possessions from the guard.
Here's Murray. Aldridge kicks to Gay. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Levine. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Portis. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the middle. The shot comes out, and the Spurs going the other way now. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation. How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Markkanen comes in for Portis. Valentine's checked in for Jabari Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Levine.
Running the floor to perfection. Love how Markkanen makes himself a huge target in these situations.
And Dunn, the 5th pick back in 2016, voted by his fellow draftees as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But, Chris, it took until year 2 in Chicago for him to break through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this game is all about getting better, finding the right situation. He still has to become a little more efficient as a player, cut down on his turnovers, improve his shot-making abilities a little bit, but he's delivering on his potential as a two-way player.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Good work there as it goes.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Mills passes to Purdy. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Pass to Pirtle. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Valentine with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Spurs trail by 3. Mills passes to Bertens. Spurs working the ball around now. And finished off by DeRozan.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. DeRozan's got 6. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here is Carter. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Back to Dunn. They set the screen. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's San Antonio. They're up by 1 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy. And that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I...
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining. And we see it over and over again.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Mills. Pirtle is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. He took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Parker comes in for Justin Holiday. And Levine subbed in for Dunn. And San Antonio also making a switch. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Bertens. See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game, the Kawhi Leonard, the Chris Paul, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing that.
Here's Markkanen following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And Markkanen throws it down.
Giving his height, marking him makes dunking look second nature. Got to keep him away from the rim.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Aldridge kicks to Mills. The Spurs rebound. Pirtle. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Pirtle's got his first bucket of the night.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Lopez a screen. Markkanen passes to Lopez. And the Bulls another 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. That one wide left. Chicago has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Parker's shot is off.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
And the pass to Purdy. Here's Mills. That one drops for him.
Timeout.
Mills has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
A chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Portis, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Portis a screen on Murray. Levine, and the jam by Levine.
See the screen and roll plenty in today's game. Levine, he's so solid at using it to his advantage.
San Antonio trailing here. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
Lopez sets a screen for Portis. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's DeRozan. Outside for Murray. Aldridge a screen. Nobody near Gay. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Lopez a screen on Gay. It's Parker with the drive.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Bertanis, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Parker drops them both. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. It's DeRozan with the drive. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Levine against Murray. Outside, Levine. Over in the corner, Portis. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And when it comes to athletic small forwards, Gay's the cream of the crop. An aggressive player whose reach really helps him on both offense and defense.
Carter sets the pick for Dunn. Carter outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists now tonight.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Really good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit that got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Bobby Portis out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Parker in at the 3 slot. Here's Portis, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
So it's the Spurs now. They lead by 1. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Portis against Aldridge. Murray, no good.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Now Lopez, following the 3-point attempt by DeRozan. Parker dishes to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Parker's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Walker's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the shot goes down. Bellinelli's got his first basket. Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook could both come close. The Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon, did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive. Yeah.
Dunn passes to Lopez. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bellinelli against Parker. Aldridge is screen. Now here's Mills. Dunn covering. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, and when you watched the Chicago Bulls last year, you knew they were rebuilding, but they played very hard. You respected that. And won some games that surprised people.
Some changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Denzel Valentine comes in for Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Zach LaVine. Bertanis, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now here is Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Markkanen kicks to Holiday. They set the pick. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And as for the coach of the Bulls, Hoiberg had his worst record last year. But Chris may have done his best job yet, some people feel.
They turned out to be a surprisingly fun team to watch.
Here's Walker after the Bulls pick up 2. Bertle, the pass to Mills. Drops one in from the wing. Mills has got 10 points.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
Dunn outside. Feeds it to Carter. He can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 5. Passes it to Mills. Fires from the wing. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2 for 1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help you.
Bertle kicks to Mills. And it's Walker, top of the key. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Perk. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeRozan in for Patty Mills. Carter with a screen on Gay. Portis kicks to Carter. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you see how fundamentally sound Portis is? Excellent job of sharing the rock right there.
And Gasol with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Bulls trail by 6. On the court right now for the Spurs. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. Pau Gasol is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Bertanis in at the small forward. Parker outside. Portis the screen. It's stolen by DeRozan, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. LaVine's checked in for Justin Holiday. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Parker, a screen on Gasol. Back to Parker. Launches a three. Gay with the defensive effort.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Banked in off the glass. Gay's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs.
And Gay is surprisingly finessing the paint. A real offensive juggernaut.
Dunn dishes to Carter. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. Pass to Portis. Murray against Dunn. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. One-on-one here. Gay misses. It's picked off. Bergson passes to Murray. Kicks to DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Timeout. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bulls. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on what Fred Hoiberg told his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under them, guys.
Parker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Clearly a foul.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Spurs leading by 9. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Gain moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the three. Well, the Bulls shooting well. 50% from the floor. Portis, the pass to Dunn. Back to Portis. That one, no good. Aldridge with some nice deep. Gay in the corner. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Down against Murray. In the corner, it's Levine. Shoots over DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And that one is good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Spurs leading by 9. Pass to DeRozan. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Lopez, a screen on DeRozan. Clock at 6. Here's Levine. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They lead by 9. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Off the inbound pass, and too long on the shot. Bulls trail by 9. Lopez, a screen on game. And Parker, here we go. He used that pick to get in close.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Three from game. Nailed from three-point land. And the Spurs lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for San Antonio.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Parker. Markkanen kicks to Parker. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's how you set a screen. It takes the D right out of the equation.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Here's Lopez. They get it back. It falls.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Got a chance now to send